Hello everyone, today we're doing a tarot reading for Scorpio with my Cosmic Tarot deck, pretty. This is going to be for the rest of April, upcoming transition into May as we go from one energetic cycle into the next, as there will most likely be a large shift coming in around the time of Easter, so around this Sunday. So without further ado, let's take a look at the situation for Scorpio and get a sense of what's to come for us. All right, Scorpio, let's look. Yeah, first card, overthinking. Nine of Swords. There is something that is causing us to overthink. Something is causing us to be negative or in our minds about something, and it's probably not totally a good thing. Let's also lay another one. And we have the Devil. The Devil is all about connections that are unhealthy, or it can also be about addictions or just unhealthy things that are supposed to be healthy that do become unhealthy. So this is causing our minds to have a little bit of distress right now. So let's get a little bit of information. What are some of these addictions that are making us feel stressed out? So for Scorpio, what's making us feel this way? So we've got the Two of Wands. So perhaps there's a decision to be made right now that we are focusing on, or it's kind of all-consuming. And Prince of Swords. So we're looking really heavily at this. These both go together. So the Two of Wands is we have two ways that we want to go, and we're really trying to focus on which way are we going to go through this. And it may not be healthy. It may not be a healthy decision. Perhaps it's something where we're choosing between something that's unhealthy and healthy, but maybe it's a little bit unclear to see, and our mind is causing us to kind of, for lack of a better word, freak out about this, overanalyze it, because we are looking so closely at this decision going on. So what is the decision about? Let's try and figure this out. What is our mind focusing on that is causing this overthinking to progress? So Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is all about the layers coming off. So if there's anything that's been hidden, it is coming to light. As you see in the picture, you can see it's literally a lady removing her robes and walking into the moonlight. The moon is symbol of mystery and emotion. So it can be like this emotional shedding where basically you're opening up. And for Scorpios, that is a really, really stressful situation. It can make us overthink and overanalyze. I want to know more about this Devil card. So why is it stressful for us to open up right now? Let's figure out what's going on with that. So Three of Wands. I think I need a little bit more information, so let's lay one more around this. The Chariot. So the shedding that's happening emotionally right now is positive, because the Three of Wands is all about reaching a alignment within ourselves, and it's about being like in touch with ourselves and our motivations, and being in touch with what we want and pushing forward with that. And it's also going to allow change in scenery. The Chariot is literally all of a card about movement and having opportunities to go to places that you've not been before. So this shedding, this emotional shedding that's taking place with the Seven of Swords is very positive thing for us as Scorpios. But it's causing us to overanalyze what's going on. And that, in fact, is probably the pressure. This overanalysis is the pressure. We do not need this, because the shedding, everything with it is positive. We have alignment and movement, travel. So everything with this emotional shedding and this opening up is a positive thing. So we need to not worry about this so much. We need to not overanalyze about this so much. I want to go back into these because it has told us that we're opening up emotionally, but I want to know how is that going to unfold for us? What is going to happen with this emotional opening? Ace of Pentacles. Possibly a new job, a new way of making finances, or finances is going to become more important in our lives. Princess of Swords. A new skill in looking into ourselves and reading. So now we have the Prince of Swords and the Princess of Swords. So right now we are trying to look at things in a different way, see things from a new perspective in order to make decisions. And ultimately, this is going to strengthen us so that we can see more in a new way, more in a new light, and use more perspectives than just our own one-sided perspective. And that's going to allow us to have more success financially, even. There is some sort of decision that is being made right now. I'm not sure if it's a decision or if it's more of like a point of something has to be reached in our minds. Something is going to change. As you can see, this person is leaning in one direction and everything's about pointing and angular and straight lines and like pathways. So if you think about this, it's about choosing a path and following it, but in your mind, being able to see the differences between these two things, recognize what's bad, look in a new perspective in order to gain this fulfillment, which is going to, in fact, align us and is going to allow us to go to new places, maybe in this world or maybe just in our minds or in our hearts. This can be multiple different meanings, but it's going to be a positive thing for us to have all of this happening. Is there anything that Scorpios need to know? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? Things are changing a lot. The Tower is all about huge change. Not like a gradual change. Everything is going to change all at once. And perhaps this is why we're freaking out in our minds. This is why we're overanalyzing, because everything is changing all at once for us. But Scorpios are the cards of change. Our tarot representative is actually the Death card, which is all about change. So Scorpios usually do pretty well with change. So I want to look more into what is this change going to bring for us? We need to know that things are changing. What else do we need to know about it? We need to know that we need to take care and nurture our finances, nurture our support, nurture our stability. Look over it for a little bit because things are changing. Look at it in a different way. Again, Prince of Pentacles, which is about a newness, a new job, a new way to fulfill ourselves, a new way to gain financial stability. This is going to be heavy in our minds right now. So we're going to be thinking about this a lot and looking over it throughout this change. We're going to be trying to nurture our finances. And let's just do one final ultimate sum up card. What sums up our Scorpio reading for us? Prince of Cups. This is always my indicator as far as Scorpio, because Prince of Cups is about growing emotionally, but also having this dark side that is unseen, or you would rather it be unseen. And since we're now emotionally opening up, these darkness parts of us might come to light. These parts that are not all good, might be controlled by something that is not positive, are coming to light. Now, we need to look at this in a positive way, because it's going to make us more aligned, remember? And it's going to give us a challenge of going to new places. But it is going to be a challenge because we are basically dissolving the walls we have around us, those emotional walls that Scorpios have, that mystery that Scorpios always want. We're dissolving that and making peace and trying to find a way that it makes sense. All right, guys, I hope that helped you, Scorpios. So enjoy your month. And remember, change is not always a bad thing. Think about what can be gained if we open ourselves up. And keep an eye out for some new job opportunities or ways to make money, because those are going to be coming up for us. Thank you so much. If you like, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, Richard Readings.